How you doing? What's the gossip? Let me know. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. How is everyone doing? I'll tell you what the gossip is. I am getting ready to head to Liverpool today. I don't even know why. I was lying in bed last night and I was just like, I'm going to Liverpool tomorrow. I've not been there for a little while and it's round the corner and I love that city so much. And I was going to go up and go for a walk morning and I thought, do you know what? Rather than just walking my normal route, I'll park at the dock and then walk into Liverpool, walk around some shops, maybe get a little coffee and just have a little vibe. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to finish that picture today in my office, so you'll see that. And then we're just going to have a homey vlog. It's currently Monday when I'm filming this, so for the next day or two, we're just going to have a gorgeous little time together and see where life takes us. But yeah, I'm just heading there. They've got a TK there, so I'll probably nip in and have a look at the home area there because I can't not. And then ideally maybe walk in and look at some new clothes. I've got this new, look at it. I think it's pronounced Able. But this is the new hoodie that I got the other day. It is quite chilly today, to be fair. So I was like, do you know what? Throwing a hoodie on, and do you know, if I sweat too much, then so be it. I'm having the hoodie on. So I'm going to jump in the car now. I decided to drive. I was going to get the train, but then I thought, oh, it'll be nicer to have a drive because then I can stop off and stuff, maybe at like B&Q or anywhere on the way back because I drive past them because I need to find a paint colour for the drawers upstairs. So we're taking the car today. But anyway, right, I'm going to go. I'll show you some of the gorgeous sights and we'll have a fabulous little day together. And I've decided that I'm going to wear my Adidas, the Oasis collaboration trainers today. This is the first time I'm wearing them. What a great occasion to be wearing them. Heading to a beautiful city, gorgeous trainers. I'm gonna feel so pretty. I'm so sorry. Like, I was editing my last video last time, besties, and I was like, some of the angles, and I don't even cut it out, and that's the scarier thing. I have the option to delete it. I don't. I was walking around the shops when I was editing that last video and I was all down. I was just like, what am I doing? Like, as in, you can see 9 chins. It's just, I don't know why I do it to myself. Like, really, I could make myself look a little bit prettier. But I choose to let you see me in all my glory. And the question is, I've got one of these little tags on it. Is this what the cool kids keep on their trainers these days? Because what I don't really want to do, to be fair, I can take it off because it's a little clip. Like, it's one of them, and I was like, are all the cool kids leaving this on their trainers? And then it's like the thing where you take it off. There we go with the angles again. P.S. Guys, I'm having a terrible time. I feel like this is ruining my existence. But I'm back at the doctor's again on Tuesday, tomorrow. And I'm going to say to her, I need it out. It's an ingrown hair. I've tried the products, I've slept in it for the last 3 nights. I'm not seeing anything, and I feel like, if anything, it's getting worse. It probably looks more darker because I've been picking at it and stuff to try and get it out, but I can't do it. Anyway, this is not what this is about. I'm getting ready. I'm going to put these gorgeous, look how pretty they are. They're going to go so well with my outfit. And then I'll head there and I'll show you gorgeous Liverpool. Yeah! They look so nice. And I am heading. Let's go and have a cute little day. Say hi. Do a dance. Do a dance. this is. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this because it's quite windy, but I'll put my mic on just in case because it is so nice. I feel like I've got most of my steps in as well, which is good. So I'm going to continue. I'm heading back to the car now, and I think I'm going to head and see if I can grab some paint and stuff for the little unit in the kitchen. This lighting is awful. I feel like I can't even see myself, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm going to head to the car now and then head and see what I can grab. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. So, I've just been to Marx's and got a pink lemonade. But if you're ever looking for a sandwich, this chicken Caesar is absolutely incredible. Like, it's probably my favourite ever pre-made sandwich. I am feeling a little bit dishevelled. Like, I had to stop to grab it. I've not had anything to eat today. And do you know when your head feels a bit fuzzy? So I've just like pulled up. I'm going to sit and eat and try and drink something to see if I can make myself feel a little bit better, because you know when you just feel a bit icky, my eyes just feel a bit heavy, so maybe I just need to chill. Maybe I just need to I've just pulled up to Tesco because I'm going to eat this, but then I'm going to nip in, grab some bits because Marx's was rammed, so I would rather nip in here, grab what I need, and then I'll be done. I just got home. Ignore the mess Mike has just been, and I have lights. Look, they're all up. Imagine this when all this Boston Ivy. P.S. I'm reviving it. I'm seeing some fresh leaves coming through the middle one and the end one. This one here's feeling a little sad, so I'm working on it. But yeah, I'll show you this more in the evening because I think you'll get a better feel. The light bulbs are nice and glowy and like they're like a burnt orange, like almost like a flame. But yeah, so that's all done. And I've just been speaking to Mike about all the kitchen stuff. That sun's bright. Let me close this blind. And he's going to have a look at... Oh, geez, that is bright. He's going to book in some dates so we can get the chimney in there down. And then I'm going to do the electric and the plumbing. And then I'll get it skimmed and then the plastering so we can start the work, hopefully, in that space pretty soon. I am going to take my time with it and just do bits at a time. So we'll get the chimney down. That'll be probably a messy job, so I'll need to get a tip and stuff for that. But I imagine next 2 to 3 weeks we'll have that part done, and then yeah, we can start. That's probably one of the bigger jobs. The electrics, I'm not changing too much. It'll just be putting some sockets and stuff in roughly where I want them to be. Yeah, and then we can start moving. Mike also said he's going to do some taps in my bathroom for me because I also want to change the shower at the minute because my shower's horrendous. So I want to change that out and get some taps. He said he'll do that. Like, everybody needs to know Mike. Like, Jen, he's got a key to my house. Like today when he was here, why did I say like a lot? That's kind of icky. Ugh. So while I was out today in Liverpool, he just came, let himself in and did the lights out the back. Everybody needs a mic. Everybody needs a mic in that world of doing like electric. Just said it again. I'm going to stop talking because why am I saying that a lot? It's kind of disgusting. So excited for things to start moving forward, and I feel like just getting that job done. Mike's ticked off his snagging list that he had with me. There was a couple of things for him to do, and then he was saying about he could do the chandelier in the dining room soon, but I'm like... But I would rather do taking the chimney breast down because that's going to release a lot of dust. And while I'm going to tape everywhere up, it'll still be good to protect the living room and stuff. And if I've got a chandelier up, that's going to be a lot of dusting. So I'd rather get that down and then focus on that. But I'm going to order my handles tonight for all my doors, and I'm going to order the doors as well. So I'll talk to you once I pick the doors and I'll show you the ones. But yeah. I'm going to go and have a little look at handles now actually, and I'm going to feel so sick when I order them because they're quite expensive. It's the same as the ones that I've got down here, but ordering them for the whole house is not going to feel cute. But do you know what? We want a cute house, and that's the sort of stuff that you have to do when you want a cute house. So, hey, you're going to have to ignore any fluff that you see on my t-shirt. It was from my hoodie. But I just got a package, so I placed an order. I wanted to show you these because I placed an order yesterday it's for the drawers, you know, in the bathroom, and also for the little cupboard. I got some new handles because I thought obviously with me wanting to just use it up a tiny bit, I was like, oh, how cute. So I picked these and I just thought they were stunning. And for the price, I mean, Amazon, you can get some great bits, can't you, for not a lot. But basically, in fact, I will screw it together. So basically, it's this little handle. You can see the little detail in it. And then I went for one with a back plate as well. So that one's I'm not doing a very good. And then that's the little back plate to go with it as well. I'm causing a commotion. But yeah, so it would just look like that. I just thought that'd be cute. So I'm going to put this on the ugly cupboard and just to give it a little bit of a freshen up and paint it because it needs a little zhuzh. So I got 2 of those for that cupboard. And I also got some, this feels very light. I think there was supposed to be, how many is in here? Also, I have just been on and ordered all my handles. I've sent all my measurements to a door company as well for them to write me up my invoice. So I'm going to order my doors too. And I've also messaged a joiner because I know Mike hates doing doors. I'll let him off. He just doesn't enjoy doing them. And to be fair, I think quite a lot of joiners and stuff maybe feel a bit like that. Oh, I forgot I was trying to remember what I went for. And I decided to just go for these for the handles for the drawers. And just change it out rather than a little knob. Just went for little cup handles. So I got a ton of them. I love it. They're in this like dark antique brass. They were really inexpensive. So if you're looking to do a little mini makeover on anything or you're looking for handles, something like this, hand upgrade, even your kitchen handles. I love kitchens when they've got these like sort of cup pull handles. But I'll leave these linked below. I think I paid less than £8. It was £7 something. And I'm sure that was for 2, 4, 6, 10 for 10. And they're not going to be the most luxury type handles paying that price. However, I mean, they look stunning. And because they're just little doors until I make my bathroom over and then it'll all be getting replaced anyway. But just for a little mini makeover, a couple of little things. So that's that. And I love them. And they're gorgeous. And I'm so happy that I've done my doors because I had to go round and measure them all and I've got quite a lot. So I've got all that done, sent it across to the supplier to say, here's the doors that I would like, here's the measurements, have you got them all in stock? And if you have, can you send me the invoice? And then I'll pay it and then they'll send them out to me. And then I've ordered the handles as well. And I just went for the same as the ones that I've got here. And then I went just for glass doors all around the house because, well, all downstairs and then upstairs. Other than my office, I've put glass on my office as well. But everywhere else is going to have the solid ones. But down here will be glass. And I don't know if I'm making the right decision doing it right now because obviously this room's not a kitchen yet. And if I get that door done in the next month or so and it's all glass, I don't know, because I'm going to be able to see it then, whereas now I can just close the door and live my life. Then I won't be able to. Anyway, right, I'm going to go crack on. I'm going to go and chill and watch some YouTube for an hour, have a nice drink, and then I'll be back on. Please ignore the colour of the windows. I've still not cleaned it since all the work was done. But look! I think it's coming across a bit bright on camera, but it's actually, it's like this warm, gorgeous glow. Ah! Like imagine, I know I'm sat in darkness over here, but like, just imagine having a little dinner party and in the garden just lit like that. Ah, I love it. It looks so good. And then just from where the kitchen will be, this is what it's like. This perfect little lanterns. I'll leave these linked below. These were actually really inexpensive. This gorgeous black. I love them. And then that's the space where we was. But this will be the kitchen. And imagine once I fix my ivy and all this is covered in Boston ivy, it will look so good. I don't make the rules. I am just a real follower. And look at how cute my little stack is today. Look at that. You guys are probably going to be screaming through your phone in a matter of 40 seconds, but I need you to just embrace. So, I have come to Inspiration Wholesale and they've got the Christmas stuff out. Now, if you've never been here, after you see this, I'm sure you'll want to come. It is incredible. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to film everything, I'm going to have a look round, I'm going to buy some stuff, I'm going to get a trolley. I think maybe £1 for the trolleys here actually. I got my little trolley pound. Got my trolley pound. I'm going and we're going to have a damn little time looking at Christmas stuff. I'm so excited. It is much later now. I'm back home and I've just made a madras. I've had my tea and I've chilled out for a little bit, and I'm going to take you upstairs in a little second because I want to show you the picture and do some finishing touches and start to clear that space up there because it's time to get it all sorted. But also just wanted to show you what I bought. So if anybody's been following me since last Christmas where I had all the berries on my garland and my big tree, I'm doing another tree over here. So I'm going to have 2 in this area. I'm going to have one in this corner and then I'm going to have the other one in the bay, and I want them almost to speak to one another and feel very cohesive and uniform and clean and just Christmassy, and tie in with the garland on the fireplace and also on the centerpiece that I'll be doing on the dining table. And I'm also doing a huge garland going up the stairs as well. So it's all go, go, go. All that I bought was these. Now I bought 40 of these because I need a lot of them, and I find that this deep red as opposed to like a bright, vibrant red, I want more of this cozier, luxury, like dark, almost burgundy red, and I think they're perfect. And I've already got a ton of these. This is what I've got in my garland, on my table and on my tree, but I needed more for the stairs, and then I also need it for this tree. So I bought 40 at the moment. Now I won't lie to you, they are quite pricey. Have they got a price on these? Oh yeah, they do. They're £2.99 plus VAT because it's classed as a wholesaler, so anybody can go, by the way, but they add the VAT on. So they're not the cheapest things. However, I think they make a huge statement, and what I've been doing over the past, I think 2 or 3 years is adding, so buying a couple of them every single year. Not a couple, obviously I bought a lot this year, but the more as the years go on, you just add to your collection and you get the nicer pieces. So maybe start with whatever you've got. Yeah, I love these so much. I just think they look incredible, and I didn't think they had them out yet because they've not fully done the shop, and I was like, oh, they've not got them out. And then I walked around the corner and they just had a chunk of them, so I grabbed hold of them, and a lot of them I'll tear apart. So like for the garland and stuff, I won't keep them in one stem, so these all pull out. I'll pull this one out so that you can see, but literally it just pulls out like that. So when I'm doing a garland and stuff, that'll be like a part, and you can imagine how much you'll get off of one stem, because then I'll have a stem here, I'll have a stem here. I think you get 4. So I'll have 5 of them off each one. And then on the tree, sometimes I'll keep them full and stick them in. But I love them. And yeah, I know that's not the cheapest thing in the world to add to your tree, but I love that time of year and I'm excited. I was also looking, they've got this gorgeous, it was quite a thin, it was almost like a realistic tree. I was thinking, oh, that would be perfect in my office. But because I only bought this tree, I don't know if anybody remembers, on Boxing Day I bought the tree for here, and I bought the garlands for the stairs, and I bought some light for the tree, and yeah, I got them all at like half price. All stuff like this will all be gone. So I looked for the berries last year at January sales or Boxing Day sales, whatever it's called. They had nothing in. to be honest, the decorations were all just the standard ones that you can get, so I didn't buy any of those. So anytime that I can save some money, like I said, the tree for in here is going to touch the ceiling. It's slimmer than the one in the bay. I don't love my tree. I love my tree, I just wish it was a bit taller. But I may make a base for it this year, just to sit, so to take it up maybe 2 or 3 inches. Anyway, I don't know, but I'm so excited. So I'll take you upstairs now. We can have a little look at the office. I've just been looking at some fabrics for the blinds in the kitchen. I think what I'm going to do, because I need the privacy, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some Roman blinds. I'm going to pick the fabric that I want, that I think I'm going to want when the kitchen's done. I'm going to put them up. Then when work happens, I'll take them down. Like, it's really easy to put them up. I've put this one up. I can't point properly, but that one, that's dead easy to go up. And then it's just on a bit of like part of its fabric, and then you can almost just clip it off. So then when I'm getting work done, I'll clip it off and put them away. And then some of you guys have been amazing and recommended the IKEA ones for some privacy as well. The only thing I can see with those is you can't see through them. So if I put them up at the minute and pull it down, because I don't think you can put them up and down, correct me if I'm wrong, and because they're not, I don't think it's going to I'm not going to be able to see out if I pull them down now to give me the privacy that I need. So anyway, so I think I'm going to do that, but I will keep them good and I'll keep them safe and I won't get them ruined, because obviously when I'm doing something like that. But that's where my head's at. Right, I'm going upstairs. I'm rabbiting on. Are you ready to see my DIY? Bear in mind, this cost me next to nothing. And I got the paint and I already had the canvas. So really inexpensive. And I need to zhuzh it a little bit, but I'm going to show you what I've come up with. And it's dark, it's moody, it's in theme with what I wanted to achieve here. Please ignore the place that's not done yet, but let me show you what it looks like. I just wanted to create something dark, moody, with a sort of blending in frame. So I'll probably just use it a little bit, because I think at the minute it may just look a little bit crazy, but for next to nothing. And if you want, I've done obviously the videos previously on it, but I've not pieced it together on here. So if you are looking to see how I did this from start to finish and the materials I used, I am going to be putting a video on my short form content. So I'll leave it linked here. Go and follow me over there as well, please. I would appreciate that, besties. But that'll tell you how I did it all from start to finish. And you can do it on any old canvas you've got. I've seen some woman and she did it on MDF as well. So if you had, you know, just a spare bit of MDF lying around and you wanted to create something that looked like, I think it looks so high end. Like, I genuinely think it looks really high end. So I love it. I'm going to put it up there and I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll take you off so that you can see it a little bit closer. But yeah, look how cozy it's all looking. Obviously, this is another one that I'm going to start. I just put a little bit of oil paint on it, but I'm going to do this one probably over the coming weekend. But I love it. So I've got this little up spotlight, and I think it's going to help making it look high end. Please ignore the reflection and stuff in the TV. But I'm going to move this diffuser. And then I'm going to put this up. I don't want to break nothing. I should have probably took everything away, shouldn't I have, really? What do we think? Let me pull this and this forward. And I want to keep it there like that. And I feel like the spotlight should probably like shine up like that, so that it's just in that middle bit. I probably need to get an extension cable because I can't move it any further. What does that look like? I don't know if it's coming across on camera right, because the lighting's off in here at the minute, but I will show you when it's a little bit lighter. But I've just wiped here because I think I want to take some of the white layer off. Not a lot, but this is just like baking powder that you put on it to give it more of like an aged look. but I want to take a smidge of it off, but the wipe is too wet and it's going to take most of it off. So I'm going to let that dry and see what it dries like. I'll probably let a wipe dry out and then see, but honestly, for not a lot of money, I think that looks incredible. What do I think? I do need to wipe the wall, you know, with the wallpaper pasters. I've just noticed that there. But this little area, excuse the chaos there, but this little area, that artwork looks stunning. I can't believe I did that myself. And look at the frame. I painted it in that brown because if you remember, the oil paint on the frame wasn't sitting right. I just went and got to be honest, this is just emulsion, but what I did do is I went over the top of it with a matte varnish so that it's a lot tougher now, because they didn't have anything in a wood paint or anything in this colour that I wanted, so I just decided to do that. And to be fair, it seemed, and I'm not going to be touching it once it's up, it's up. It's not like I'm going to be moving it, but besties, for, like I say, not a lot of money, I think that looks incredible. And then the little uplight is probably a tad bright, but like, just trying to get the vibe, if I put it right up, so that it's a little bit, let me zhuzh that light around. Don't know if I want to bounce it that way, so it's, no, to be fair, that's hiding it too much, but maybe if it was like that, but more. So it just puts casts a little bit of a softer light on it, but I'll zhuzh that around, it's not sitting right. I think if you've got something lying around, this oil-based paint is incredible. Like, because it gives you that, you know, where you've got like darker bits, lighter bits. And I think just then once you put the baking powder on, it just gives it a vibe. And like I say, if you've got any old canvases lying round that you think, oh, I want to do something. And I don't know if you can get this in different colours, the oil paint. I'm sure you will be able to. But like I say, if you want to see how I did it all from start to finish, it'll be on my short form content. I have filmed everything over here, but it's not in one video. It's been on my vlogs, so it'll be easier for you to check it out over there. But yeah, I adored it. And I've turned the big light off. I think this light is coming across a lot harsher on camera than it actually is. It is much softer, but I'm still going to zhuzh around with it just to get it sitting right. But it looks so warm and moody and like this little area now is finished. That is perfect. Now I just need to sort the rest of the room out, which I'm going to do, and figure out where I'm going to start putting stuff. But now that that's done, and I'm going to do this one, so this is the same canvas, but the frame was damaged, so painting over it, you can't see it. So I'm going to do another one. I don't know where for, but I'm definitely going to do something else and have it somewhere, maybe in the hallway or the guest room or something, maybe even my room, because I know I need some stuff in there. But yeah, I'm totally obsessed. I'm so sorry I keep saying that, but I am. I will leave the link to the oil-based paint that I use. So this, I've used that little amount, so there's still tons left in it. I'll get that. I would probably get about 4, maybe 5 of these out of one of those. I think it was about £19, so it wasn't the cheapest thing, but it'll go a long way. I'm also going to try one on an MDF board, because I think the oil-based paint will look really nice, because I feel like it will soak in really good. So I'm going to give that a go. But look at it. I know the lighting is off, so it doesn't look like that. I've just been editing some of the short form content that I'm going to post tomorrow on it. So I'm excited to see what people think, because I feel like it's been a long time coming. But I was procrastinating a little bit, and the bit that I was procrastinating the most on was the frame, because the oil base wouldn't stick to it. And then I was like, I I don't know what to do. And then I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go to B&Q. Let me turn that light off a sec. That's better. I felt like the bright light was just making it look all distorted and stuff. Anyway, yeah, so what was I talking about then? Besties, what was I talking about? Oh, it was the frame. Yeah, so all good. And then just going and getting that bit done. So then I feel like I'll do this one quite quickly. So I just need to decide where I'm going to put it. But I may possibly put it in my bedroom. I think I'm going to try the MDF one as well to see what that looks like, because I can get more of a custom size. So you could go to like a B&Q, you could go to anywhere and just get them to cut some MDF to whatever size you want, and then you could just literally do it. It's just how you would hang it up, but you can get brackets and stuff online, so that would be easy enough to do. So that is a possibility, and I think that'll work really well in my bedroom, maybe for a big piece above my bed. I could look into that. But yeah, so I'll leave the paint linked below. You can either use a sponge or a brush to get your circles. I think a sponge on the MDF would be good. I found that the brush was fine on this, but yeah, I think a sponge would actually work on the MDF board. So whatever you've got around, it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't, and maybe if you've got a small canvas that you want to practice on, you know, just to get a feel for it. But honestly, I feel like it's one of those pieces that there's no right or wrong answer. It's just whatever you want. You can maybe go all dark if you didn't want to have the lighter pieces. You could go all light if you didn't want darker pieces. You could pick different colors if you didn't want to do it in like this dark brown color. There's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you want in your house. And I love it. I love it. So I am going to finish this video up here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being a bestie, and I will catch you in my next video.